So welcome to your MySQL introduction part. So generally MySQL is on your RDBMS, right? Relational Database Management Systems, RDBMS, Relational Database Management Systems. So what is database? Generally database is nothing but collection of tables. What is table? Table is nothing but rows and columns. Tables is nothing but rows and columns. So generally database is nothing but rows and columns. Rows and columns. Here in this video, we are going to discuss mainly about your queries, and as well as how to create your own tables and databases respectively. Okay. So if you haven't seen what's the differences between databases and ODBMS, first go with that video. First of all, then come to this next video so that you can understand how we need to perform RDBMS queries, how to create tables, how to create database. Here I'm using MySQL server. Okay, so this is my MySQL server. Now in order to check, first of all, use a command show databases. So in order to check whether how many databases are present in your system, is pre-existing database are present or whatever you have created database, in order to check it, show databases. So this will be your databases. Okay. Now how to create your own database, create database. So this is we are performing some demo one table. Imagine demo one. This is my database demo one. Okay. Now I have created my database. So whenever you have created database, what is database? Database is nothing but set of tables. What is table? Table is nothing but rows and columns. Now how to create your own tables. So before going to create tables, use your database so that whatever tables you're going to create or alter it or manufacture it or create it, it will be stored in your database. It will be stored in your database called demo1. So use demo1. Now create your table. So create table1. So my table one will be first. Okay. So next ID integer, name varchar, name varchar of 100 I'm giving. So varchar is nothing but both we can store variables and characters up to 100 variable and characters. The length of your name will be 100. Up to 100 we can store it. Okay. So like that. Next. Now, so whenever you have created, now try to check. So what is the structure of your database? What is the structure of table? So in order to struct nothing but describe your table. So what is your table name? Describe your first. So right now here it is showing your schema. This is your schema of your table. So nothing but what is field? Field is nothing but columns. Now your ID is integer type. So and we can store up to 11 numbers. So name is nothing but varchar. Now again we need to see what is the constraints. What is null constraint? What is keys? Primary key, foreign key. What is meant by default and what are extra things we need to see it now. We need to see it now. So let us imagine now I have created my table, but I have forgotten to add a mobile number. Now, again, I need to change it, right? Again, I need to perform alter table name. So what is my table? My table name is first. Here my table name is first. Okay, change. So what alter table name, you need to add one new column. What is a new column? You need to add mobile number. So mobile number. So generally of this data type, mobile number will be integer data type, right? Integer. So like that you are going to add it. So again try to describe your table name. Okay. So now mobile number is added. Now I want to add city. Suppose I want to add now city before your mobile number. I want to add city in between name and mobile number. So for that what I can do means, so again alter table name. What is your table name first? Now change what's that? Add. You need to add one new column, right? What is the column name? So I need to add age. Imagine integer. Age integer after your name column. Again, try to describe your table. Now, age is created after your mobile number. Now I want to create. Suppose now I want to delete my ID. How to delete my ID column? So nothing but alter table name. So what is my table name first? So drop your column name. Okay. Again describe. So describe what is your table name first. Like that. Now I want to add serial number. It should be present before name. So nothing but it should be first. Now how to add means alter table name. What is your table name? Table name is nothing but first. How to add. So what is that thing? Add, what's your column name? Your column name number is serial number or ID, whatever you might be want to add, ID or serial number. So integer data type, it should be before name, right? So no need to write before name. So here you need to write first, nothing but it should be added as a first row. It should be added as a first row, nothing but your first column should be your serial number. Now again try to describe it. Okay, so this is serial number you have added. Like that, you have played with your names. Suppose I want to change my name. I want to change. I have given serial number. Now I want to change the serial number as a ID. So again, alter table name. What is your table name first? So what is change? What is your previous name? Serial number. Now what you need to make as? You need to make as your name ID and integer. Okay. Now again try to perform what you need to perform. Describe your table name. Describe first. Try to check. Now previously it was serial number. Now it was your ID. Now it was your ID. Like that we have changed it. Again try to perform one action. Now see. Now I want to give ID as a varchar. Generally your office IDs or college IDs or something. It will be consist of both nothing but what variables and characters, right? Now how to change it? Alter table name. Alter table name. First change. So what is your new thing? This is ID. I'm not going to change my name. ID only. Now it is going to change as a varchar. Varchar. Okay. Now check it. Now again try to describe your thing. Now previously ID was integer data type. Now it was your varchar data type. Now it was your varchar data type. So like that we can perform your things, right? Like that we can perform. Okay, like that you can change your respective data types. Like that you can change your respective data types and column names. All those things we have done in this thing. Okay, I hope you understood this thing, right, my dear? So how to change your names, how to change your data types, how to change your column names, how to add your column names, how to drop your column names. So this is all about playing with your table creation. This all about creating nothing. Suppose how to change my column, nothing but table name. So rename table. So rename table. What is your table name? So rename table first. Now we'll make as to second. Check it. Second. Now describe your first. Check it. Describe first. Is there anything? So first is not there. So what is my table name now? My table name is now second, right? Describe second. Describe second. Got it? I hope you understood this thing. How to change your table name. How to change your table name also. Okay. So now let's insert some data in this manner. Insert. Suppose how to again delete your column name. Drop table name. Nothing but alter table name. What is my table name now? Second. So drop. So drop what I can do. How to drop your mobile number? Drop your column name called mobile number. Mobile number. So drop table name, drop mobile number. Spell mistake, right? Okay, now again describe. You can even use DESC. Describe what's your table name second. Fine, like that you can delete it. Now how to insert into the data? How to insert? So insert into what's your table name? Table name is second. So one thing we can do, what's your column names? You can write your column names like this. Values. Now you can insert it. Now you can insert ID1, name equal to something called, what is your name? Suppose Ram. Suppose your, what is your age? Suppose go with 21. So like that you can insert. Okay, now again you are accepting some duplicates. So Ramu, again you are giving null values. Imagine you have given null. Okay, age. Okay, like that. Suppose can I give like this? See, I can't give this. Then how to give, suppose, can I give like this now? So name, if I have given only, I want to insert two columns in my things. So values, I want to give 3, comma Mohan. Can I insert like this? Try to check it. So it is not happening, right? It is not performing. So it is exactly not performing, right? So because I have done a blunder mistake. What is that blunder mistake? I haven't given this thing. Okay, there is a one main drawback in your MySQL server. If any one mistake happen, you need to close it. You need to close it. Okay, after closing it, what again you need to do? Again, you need to start it. So like that, one thing we can do, what That's the insertion types. That's the insertion types. Okay, insertion types. There is one more type. So before going to a command from for better learning fastly, again one more thing I can insert in this manner. Insert into your table name. Okay, nothing but table name is second. Okay, values I can insert. So what is name? Nothing but ID name age. ID name age. Suppose it is Rahul. Age 22. Comma. Again I can go like this, right? To Mahendra. Next thing age 22. Comma. Next I can go 3 Kumar. Next go with some age 23. So like that also you can insert. Like that also you can insert. Like that also you can insert one. This is the two ways. First way is what the inserting. First way you need to insert like this. Insert into your table name. Then take your column names. Age. Next values. Next try to insert your values like this. So suppose you want to insert one Bishwa or else Binod. Yeah, Binod कौन है? So Binod. Next of all, you can insert age. So like this, you can insert it, right? So that is the two ways we can insert our columns. Nothing but we can insert our data into my tables. So these are insertions. Now, what's the second thing? The second thing is now we need to discuss about constraints. Constraints. Okay, how to going to discuss your constraints? So before going to after constraints, we'll discuss even auto increments or those things. What is constraints? Constraints are nothing but some particular conditions, right? Particular conditions. Okay. So generally in MySQL, we have some particular conditions. Okay, particular constraints. What are those constraints means? First of all, we need to learn what is meant by not null. Next of all, we need to learn what is meant by unique. Okay, again, we need to learn what is meant by check. We need to learn what is meant by default. Again, we need to check what is meant by primary key and what is meant by foreign key. What is meant by foreign key. So these are important constraints in your MySQL databases. We need to learn what is meant by not null, what is meant by unique, what is meant by check, what is meant by default. Now, what is meant by not null means, so what is meant by not null? Previously, whenever how you have created your tables, right? Create table, table name T1. So after that, what you have done? After that, you have done, so what? ID, integer, next of all name, suppose varchar of 10. You have inserted like this. Okay. Now I can insert like this. Insert into what's my table name? Insert into table name called T1. So values. Now I'm giving like this 1 comma null. So now your null is your empty value, right? Your null is your empty value. Now your name is accepting null values because we are not giving any constraint that your name should need to enter something. We haven't given anything, right? We haven't given any constraint that your name need to accept only non-null values. Okay. Now, whenever we are trying to give like this, not null, nothing but we are defining that now your name should not be empty. Means you have to enter something. You have to enter now something. So that is your not null constraint. That is your not null constraint. We'll go very fastly. What is your MySQL command prompt? So this is your MySQL command prompt. I will increase the size. Sorry. So font, increase the size. Go with 24. Okay, it has increased. So password root. So after increasing, just open it again. Use demo one. So after using your demo one, my dear, just create one table, create table name. So my table name is like this. What is table name T1. So ID int. Okay, next name varchar of 100. I have given this thing as not null. I have given this thing as not null. Fine. And I have closed. Now try to insert into what's your table name? Table name is nothing but T1. Values try to insert. Now I'm inserting 1 comma. Suppose I have inserted null. Okay. So see what it is saying now. Column name cannot be null, right? Column name cannot be null means we have to enter something. We have to enter something now. That's for mandatory should. So you're getting my point. Your column name should not be empty. Your column name. Suppose again I have inserted like this. 1 comma, suppose I have given again 1 comma ram. Fine. So no problem. Again, I have given one more thing. This is Ramu. Now, if you observe, my dear, here, so both the columns, nothing but how to display your information. Select a star from your table name. What is your table name here? T1. So what is your table name? T1. Got it. So is your user ID is nothing but is user IDs will be same for everyone? No, it should be differ, right? So nothing but my ID should be unique, right? My ID should be unique, right? Generally, my ID should be unique. You're getting my point. Your ID should be unique. So before going to discuss unique, we'll add. Suppose now I have forgot to give what is null, and now I want to even add not null constraint for my column called ID. So if you're going to describe your table, so describe what is your table T1. If you observe here, now my name is not accepting null values, whereas your ID is accepting null values. Your ID is accepting null values, whereas your name is not accepting any null, nothing but no null, nothing but not nulls. Now I want to add even for your IDs. So when now you want to add IDs, we can do like this: alter table name. What's your table name? T1. So change. Okay, change. So what you can do means change. You can do like this. Simply ID integer not null. Now you are adding a constraint called not null for your ID. Now try to perform again. Describe your T1. Describe T1. See, previously your ID was accepting null values. Now your ID is not accepting null values. Okay, again to drop your thing, what you can do? So simply no need to write like this, right? Simply write like this. Now again describe your table. See, that's the change. Got it? That's the change one. Now that's the change. Okay. Next, how to add your unique constraint. How to add your unique constraint. Now what happened means just suppose now I have created my table. So in my table, suppose can I insert any duplicate rows? Check it. So insert into what's my table name T1. So values. Now I'm inserting 1 comma suppose Ram, and again I'm trying to insert 2 comma Mohan. So suppose my unique now it will be same thing. So Mohan, I'm giving duplicate key. Now is there any problem here? There is no problem here. Okay. So select star from your T1. Select a star from T1. Now you have forget to give your unique key constraint for your ID column. So whenever see, now you can't add your unique constraint because already the table consists of rows, right? So always better to clear your information, clear your table information. Truncate table name. Your table name will be T1. Now whenever you're going to select your star from T1, select a star from T1, what happens means it is empty set. Now try to perform your alter. Nothing but alter table name, add. So unique for which column dear? For a column called ID. For a column called ID. Okay. Now try to insert the data. Now try to insert. Now whenever I try to perform here, now what is happening? It is asking that, it is saying that duplicate entry. Nothing but from now your table doesn't accept empty values. So from now your table doesn't accept any empty values. You're getting my point? So like this we can perform unique constraints. So for what we have discussed what is meant by unique and what is meant by not null. So see everything showing like this thing. So that's why what I will go means I will go to notepad and I will make fast because we're learning for the interviews, right? So again I can't go slow topic. This already we have discussed n number of times to you people. So that's why what I will go means I will go with a notepad so that it can will be good for you people. Okay, so what I'm going to do means I'm going to do how to use now default, how to use your check constraints. So just try to see that here. Now I want to add one more column here. My column is age. So age, what I need to do means int not null. Now I'm giving a check constraint.